Now, at one point, Tupac is in Atlanta, and I think he's in a limo, and I believe you're with him, and he sees two white dudes jumping a black dude. And this is when he shoots the two off-duty cops?
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of take me through what happened?
Yeah, well, you kind of telling the movie version as far as the limo. We weren't in a limo. Pac had just bought a brand new BMW. And that's what we were in. It was homecoming. He had did a show. You know what I'm saying? So we were already there. We all gathered up, went to the show together, did the show, coming back to the hotel, typical hip hop, you know what I mean? Caravanning, women, men, go to the hotel. It's time to have a good time, you know what I mean? Great show. In the process of doing that, we ran into an altercation. And we was really just trying to get to the room, really was trying to just get past that, really didn't know what was going on, but something piqued Pac's interest. And I was the two, Caucasian gentlemen whipping this black dude's ass, pretty thoroughly. They was doing a pretty good job on him. And, you know what I mean? At first, Pac was on some move out the way shit, and then it was like, hold on, you know what I mean? So, one thing led to another. Guns were drawn. Some other weapons came out. Shots were fired. They ended up with a couple of ass shots from a pretty good distance. Pretty good distance.
Now, Tupac eventually gets arrested for this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what all happens when he gets arrested? Does he bail out? I don't really.
Shit, bro, you asking me some shit I don't remember. That was a long time ago. He had to have bailed out. You know what I mean? Because he definitely didn't stay in jail until this shit went to court. So he had to have bonded out at some point. Pretty quickly, too. I think it was, he wasn't in jail for more than 24 hours.
Do you remember what the outcome of the case was?
Yeah, the case was dismissed on the strength of the cops were, have found to have been, a little dirty. The gun that they had was taken out of an evidence room, and it was basically a stolen, and some other things came out about them, and that was one of the cases that Pac did, come out on top.
How surprised were you guys to learn that these were two off-duty cops?
Pretty surprised, but in retrospect, when you look at the situation and the individuals, it wasn't surprising. You know what I mean? You know how you see some people, you be like, man, that motherfucker look like he could be a cop. You know what I mean? We was like, damn, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because even the way they was doing the guy who was getting beat up, they was doing it like how cops beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? When it was cop style. Yeah. But at the time, obviously, we didn't know that because we was in the moment.
Yeah. How did Tupac feel when everything got dismissed and everything?
I mean, he breathed a sigh of relief, I'm sure, you know what I mean? Because he had a lot of cases at that time that he was dealing with, and that was one that, he can get off, you know what I mean? Years later, they actually sued. They sued after he passed away, his estate. Those cops sued Pac.
Really?
Shooting. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. Do you know what the outcome of it was?
I'm not going to say it on camera, but yeah, they sued.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The nerve, right?
Right. They're over here beating someone up, breaking the law, doing this crooked shit, and now they want to sue.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Did you ever see Tupac and Eazy together?
No, I never had that privilege, man. That would have been something else, man.
Okay. Yeah. I heard. I heard about it. I heard that. They possibly talked about signing him or something early on or something like that.
Yeah, back when he was in a group with Ray Love called Strictly Dope. I think they were on the verge of possibly doing something. I know I had heard that Eazy was interested in them as a group because of, I think their role manager at the time eventually became Tupac's manager, and I was a gentleman by the name of Adrian Gregory.
Okay. Tupac also does the album with Thug Life. Were you around for that part at all?
Here and there.
Here and there?
Yeah.
Okay. And there was a lot of members from Thug Life. You know how that group came together?
That group came together because Pac had a relationship with a cat from LA that knew, Pac had been coming to LA before he was even famous, you know what I'm saying? He had people out here that he was cool with that were like family. And so he always had a connection to LA even before he ended up living out here and eventually, calling it his home. And so those connections led to different people in the group like Big Sight. And then also, Macadocious, Rated R, they had a connection through Coolio, who Pac was cool with, rest in peace to Coolio. And so, Pac had wanted to put this group together and he had this idea and this concept that he had been working on and playing and playing with in his mind prior to Thug Life. If you notice, he had a tattoo called 50 Niggas. And so 50 Niggas is kind of like the precursor to what Thug Life eventually became, including the whole ideology.
Okay, you mentioned the tattoo, man. At what point does he get the Thug Life tattoo?
Shit, it's around this same time, you know what I mean? It's around the early 90s, along with the formation of the group Thug Life. You know what I mean? It's in that area. I don't remember the year or date or anything, but it's definitely around that same time period.
Did he ever talk to you about the tattoo?
Nah, not like personally, like, yo, check out my tattoo. It was just, something that he did, and, it was unheard of in hip hop at the time. Like, nobody had a fucking tattoo going across their stomach. You know what I mean? People weren't even really into tattoos that much. And so it immediately just, set him apart from the pack as far as, the early parts of branding in hip-hop artists. Pac was branding himself. Of course, at the time, we didn't know that. He was just doing what came natural to him, but he became the blueprint for what a lot of other rappers eventually started doing.
Yeah, it's an iconic tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely inspired a lot of people.
100%.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.